Well, Foodie Beauty was actually up before 2 in the afternoon yesterday. She got up, she did an early stream over on the YT. She got up and of course she scooted over and had to get her Starbucks for the second day in a row. Now somebody who complains about not, having a lot of money, buying Starbucks 2 days in a row, that surely doesn't say hurting for money in my book, but she says she has a lot of things to do that day. She has to go to the pharmacy because she thinks they owe her some money. Something about if the doctor sent in a code or something to the pharmacy, she would be getting $100 back. Something, I don't know, some kind of nonsense. And she said she had other things in her personal life to take care of. And of course, she had to get a nap in too because she was up early. So she had to get in a nap. She's planning her day around when she's going to take a nap. And of course, sweet love, Salah, shows up in the chat. And I think he's trolling her myself. He tells her he's going to be coming to Canada with the cat Julia, the one she left in Syria. You know, the cat she loved so much but left behind? Yes, that cat. And Chantal starts, well, do you think Julia and BG will get along? BG is so hyper and different kind of cat and blah, blah, blah. And she's telling Salah what airport he should fly into because she would have to travel 5 or 6 hours drive to this one airport, so he should go to this other airport. And she's just going on and on. Salah has no intentions of showing up in Canada. At this point, I don't think him and Foodie are even going to see each other again. I think it's pretty much over. I mean, she left there. She left Syria thinking that they were divorced. She signed a divorce paper in front of Salah and one of Salah's family members, a cousin or something. She had every intention of divorcing the man, but not, ever since she's been back in Canada, they're so in love and they're going to have a future together. Well, she's in no condition to travel, and she cannot sponsor him to come to Canada, so how are they going to be together? I don't know. Then Shia starts asking, as I said, she got her new Costco membership. She was asking what time the cafeteria in the Costco opens. And I swear that is the only reason she got this membership to Costco. She doesn't want to buy the food. She wants to go and buy the cheap pieces of pizza and the hot dogs and the pretzels. That's exactly what she did. And of course, she ends up going to Costco again. Now, this whole time she's talking, though, about Salah coming to Canada and whatever, she stopped under that underpass again, where she always stops. And she says that's like a park to her. Under the underpass. Then she thinks there may be some people living under the bridge, and she turns the camera, see? And I can't see anything that she's talking about. And it was extremely rude anyways. If people are making that their home, and she's yelling, hey, hey, up there, don't bother them. Do you go to other people's home and just start screaming, hey, at them? No, you don't. Have some respect, Foodie. But nobody was living there. Then she goes into this thing. She's sure she's seen an angel once in her life. She remembers being sick as a child. And she had this terrible, terrible, terrible stomach pain. And she remembers crying in this pain. And she starts praying in this pain. And all of a sudden she has her eyes squinted a little open. And at the end of the bed, she's seen a light, and all of a sudden, this calmness washed over her, and the pain was gone. So she's sure it was an angel. It was probably her sugar, and she was hallucinating, but she has a new plan to earn some money this fall. Or should I say a new scam to earn some money this fall. She says she wants to try to get donations from people, which means send me money to my PayPal in her language. And she will take the money and she will go into these haunted, creepy places that she's afraid to go into. Just another scam. She always says she's going to do this or that, and it's always a scam. Always a scam. Then as she's still under this underpass, only because Salah's in the chat, I'm sure she decides she's going to try to walk 10 steps. And she comments about how her muscles get to hurting after just a few steps. And she thinks it's because she's not using her muscles enough. Common sense finally kicked in. Of course, your muscles are going to hurt if you don't ever use them. And she doesn't use them. Then she decides once again to prop her camera up and ride the scooter around looking like a fool while laughing at the top of her lungs because she wants to see what she looks like on the scooter. She does this almost every time she's under this underpass. I don't know what her deal is. Then, as I said, she had went to Costco, and apparently she got some cheese, and she got some kind of carbonate bread, it was called. It came too low, so she was going to freeze a loaf. And she makes a whole vlog about this taste test of this bread. And she decides to make it, and she called it a cheese toasty. She put a piece of cheese and tomato on this bread and stuck it in her oven. And she said, well, it tastes like bread with cheese and tomato. I don't even know. And she ordered African food again, because the only thing she really has been wanting to eat is chicken, plantains, and some jollof rice. That's the only thing that she's been wanting to eat. And she tells us that she'll be skinny soon, and she wants to know if the chat will still love her when she's skinny. Yeah, she's getting delusional. She mentions as she's eating all this African food that her jaw is getting worse, and the clicking is disgusting when she's eating. It's a horrifying sound. I do not like that sound of a jaw clicking when people are eating. She said it doesn't hurt, it just hurts other people having to listen to it. She tested her blood sugar before she ate this African food, and it was 8.8 or something, and it was in the green. The green light lit up that it was within range, and this is good for her. And she says, after she's done eating, she said, my blood sugar was getting low, so I had to eat. Well, I mean, my blood sugar was getting low for me. Exactly. Her blood sugar was not low, but she says it was low for her. It was just an excuse to eat. Just say, I wanted to eat. Just own it. And tomorrow she has to take her Ozempic, which she is not happy about. And then she gets to talking about finances. She's getting concerned about finances because her and Salah basically have separate finances at this point. He had helped her a few times, especially when she got demonetized, but he hasn't helped her. And, she's not sure what's going on with his finances. She knows he bought a couple of cars, but that's really all she knows. And she needs to start saving for retirement because she doesn't know how long she's going to be able to do this. How long she's going to be able to lay on her couch and talk at the camera? Hello. She could do that until the day she passes. But I guess it's hard work for her. As she's sitting on the couch, she gets disgusting again, and she reaches to scratch her back, and she says she loves the feel of when someone pops zits on her back. Now, why would you announce that to even if it was just 100 people? Why? She loves ignorance. It is so funny to her. She is a big toddler. Then she was looking at a picture. Remember I told you she was riding around on the scooter to see what she looked like under the underpass? Well, she's looking at that, and she says she noticed how she looks circular, how she just looks like a big ball riding the scooter. And then she has to point out her fupa is showing, and look at her big moose knuckle. Now, this is the modesty that she always says as a Muslim that she displays. I don't understand it. And what she has an obsession with her private parts and anything disgusting having to do with poop, farts, anything. She has an obsession with it. She thinks that it's just the funniest thing in the world. And if you could see her fupa, that is just hilarious to her. What is so funny about it? I mean, I'm sure when I was 5 years old, I laughed about people farting and stuff too. But she's at the young age of 42, she still finds everything ignorant funny. So that was about everything. I don't know. I don't see her channel surviving much longer because it's been a bunch of nothing. This is exactly what it's been. So let me know what you think of all this.